Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here at the Furriers channel. Again, coming at you with another unboxing, and we're still doing a few McFarlane DC Multiverse. Like I said, we had a few come in, and I know it's crazy. A while back, I was like, I'm probably done with it. Maybe not. And here we are. I don't know what's going on. It seems like this last year, I guess this is for McFarlane with the DC Multiverse, and he's just trying to come out with some bangers, I guess. I don't know. He's like, we got to knock it out. And these figures are coming out fast, too. This one has been out for a little while. I can't remember where I ordered it from. I think it was Entertainment Earth. I've seen a lot of other people that have already gotten theirs, but you know McFarlane, he's pretty quick at getting stuff out, so let's get into it. All right, here we are, guys. We have Black Canary from DC Rebirth. This has a big number 54 on it. I don't know what all these numbers mean. Obviously, I guess it's the order they're coming out in certain lines. This is McFarlane Collector's Edition. Again, we're going with faceplates again. No extra heads. We got extra faceplates. And then on the back of it, we have some good looking artwork, which is kind of a shame because it's going to go in the trash, which really sucks. And looking inside this one, we have the card, the faceplate, 2 pairs of hands, and our stand. So not a whole lot of goodie in here. We don't have any weapons or effects for like her screaming thing and all that kind of good stuff. So we'll pop it open, check out the card, see what it says about her, and check out the figure, see what we think. All right, guys, we got her out of the box, and like magic, she's sitting here. And as I was kind of taking her out of the box, I was thinking, with these face plates, and just my mind thinking, I'm like, these just feel like actual harder plastic than what the actual extra heads would be, which kind of makes me wonder, are these cheaper? And if it is, and you're going cheaper, then how are prices not really, they're kind of getting a little ridiculous. So I don't know what to think about that. So we do have her out of the box here. We come with a figure. We got to kind of have our cloth goods jacket, which is kind of like a pleathery kind of feeling. We got the 2 heads, like I said, one screaming, and then one that's just kind of like really serious. No sound effects that we get with her. We got her extra hands, which is the usual. And then we kind of have one fist, which the other came with, the fist, and then a trigger hand. We got 2 trigger hands that look like they're going to hold something, but we don't have anything to hold that she came with. So don't know what that means. So let's take a look at the card, though. Let's see if this one's right. No mistakes on this one. It says Black Canary DC Rebirth. We got Black Canary has been many things. Black Ops agent, fugitive superhero, and rock star. She is trained with some of the best martial artists in the world, and her canary cry gives her an edge in combat. She was a key member of Team 7 and later founded the Birds of Prey, fighting alongside Batgirl, and has also been a member of the Justice League of America. So her name is Dina Drake Lance. That's kind of a weird name. Did I say that right? Dina? Looks like Dina. Dina Drake Lance. The name just does not roll off the tongue. So maybe I'm not saying her first name right. Y'all know I can't read so well here. So pronouncing names just really pisses me off sometimes. So with this figure, and I've got a Batgirl, we're kind of going along. We might get a little Birds of Prey going from the way it's looking. Can't get a full perfect Justice League that I want so far because I can't get a freaking Wonder Woman, and trying to build a Teen Titans team. You want to get those figures in the aftermarket, you're going to spend way too much money. Okay, so we're going to pull up a little information on her. DC Rebirth in 2016, Black Canary gets a streamlined origins that blends her classic history with modern elements, especially emphasizing her role in the street level and team side of the DC universe. Black Canary, often called Dina Lance, a martial artist, vigilante, and metahuman with a powerful sonic ability known as the Canary Cry. Daughter of an earlier hero, Black Canary, her mother in most modern versions. Grows up surrounded by a crime-fighting influence, eventually becomes one of DC's top hand-to-hand fighters and a major team player. So that's kind of it on that. I just thought I was going to see if there was anything any different on the back of the card. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. She has ties with Green Arrow, Bat Family, Birds of Play, personality and skills, tough, direct, and pragmatic, deeply loyal to her team, one of the best hand-to-hand fighters in DC, often compared to Batman level skill. Okay. A natural leader, even when she resists the role. Reading suggestions in the Rebirth era, Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, Green Arrow explores the relationship with Oliver, Black Canary pre-Rebirth, but sets up the band angle that carries over. Because I guess she was in a band. So, anyways, kind of interesting. I don't know where I was going with that. I do know of her. I didn't like buy any of her comic books, but she was in the cartoon and she was in some comic books, and I think she was on Arrow too, I believe. Was she on Arrow? Anybody know if she was on Arrow? If you do know, just put it down below. Be like, yes, she was. Arrow was one of those shows, I must say, that I did enjoy. Whenever it first came out, I think it was the first of that run of shows, like, Flash, Supergirl. I forgot the name of the daggum channel. Anyways, that show started out pretty good, but man, it went way off the rails and way too long. Like season 1 through 3 had me stuck, but it kept going. I was like, what is going on? It got crazy, man. It was just too much for me to handle. So, but that's the card. That's some info on her. And checking out the figure, she's got lace leggings, which is very interesting and kind of makes me wonder how well these are going to hold up. And I believe this is the first McFarlane figure I've ever gotten that doesn't have a toe bend. Why? I don't know why. This is some wild stuff. So your Black Canary is not going to have a toe bend, and she almost has those ankles I hate, but they're kind of covered almost, but you can see just a little bit. I don't know if you can see that if I get up close. The ankles are just, I don't like them. So yeah, and the leggings are, I'm wondering if they're going to hold up if you try to mess with it too much. I'm kind of scared to get too crazy with it, but it seems to work. Like it kind of looks like it got pinched in the knee there. So is this going to be one that you can really get crazy with? I've seen they have that other version that just has the black and it doesn't have the leggings. The look of these I really do like. I think it looks really cool. The only thing is how well is it going to hold up? And this one is very limited in movement, like in the body here. So we kind of have a ball joint that's on mine that's very stiff. It moves. She just has that one because she's got that corset or whatever it is, and it is there's no crunch, another ball joint up there like with some of the other female figures. So she's going to be lacking in movement there. The head sculpt, the hair is very, it's not going to give you a lot of movement. You can kind of get side to side. You're not getting any kind of tilt. Front to back is very limited. And the jacket coming off, I think, is going to be an ordeal. The back, though, does have like what looks like a canary on the back of the jacket, which you can't hardly see because of her hair, which is pretty typical. So will we get the jacket off? Let's see. We've seen it on. Let's see how easy it comes off. Like putting it on should be fun. So, man, she looks good though. Like I said though, looks good, but is a little bit limited in her movement. Mine's shoulders are pretty loosey-goosey. They're making a little fart noise there, but they move pretty easily. Double jointed in the elbows, pins, and that kind of stuff. So you're not going to get much movement with the jacket on either. I guess that's why they're like, well, it's got the jacket, and this just is, I don't know what their mindset is behind it, but I guess it would kind of break up the mold. They might have issues with the jacket. I really don't know, but it's a good looking figure. The face, I've seen other people do theirs, and I was kind of, open theirs, and I was a little bit on the fence on it, and getting these face off with the hair, man, it is a little tough. So I was going to at least try to put the screaming head on while we're here on the old camera action here. And the extra faces, I popped it right in there. I mean, I kind of had my doubts about it. I was kind of thinking, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to like this too much or not. So, but it worked pretty good. The color of her face, it matches everything pretty well. The screaming head one is a little, but she's screaming. So, I don't know. Pretty good pickup. The backside is really nice. She's got, well, they're putting a nice little build on the females here. So, I don't know. Everything's looking good, though. I didn't take any of the hands off yet. Let's see how that's going to go. Whether we've seen our Joker. That Joker one, man, from the 89 Batman, that peg stayed stuck in the hand, and it came out where it's not supposed to come out. So, and this one, trying to get the extra other hand on is a little bit tough. So these female figures some of them, the arms are a little bit smaller, but we got 2 fists of fury. Oh, yeah. So we can do a little of that. Oh, pretty cool. I already got a little tear in my pantyhose. All right, let's sit her down here and see. And standing, she feels a little top heavy. Her peg hole is on the back of her heel, as usual, most of these figures. Let's see if we can get it in there. Get her around. All right, ankles on this one, I can already tell on mine, they're going to get loose real quick if you mess with it a lot, so just forewarning. And if you're worried about the pantyhose thing, the leggings, just go with the other release with the black. I did see that one at Target. This one, not so much. It was kind of crazy. I went into Target, not going to buy anything. I was just going in there to get a snack, and I was like, I got to go to the toy aisle. And I'm like, I'm broke right now. I don't need to spend any money anyways, but I'm going to go look. And I'm like thinking in my head, I was like, I'm going to get over there in that section, and they're going to have a bunch of stuff because I don't have any money to spend on bullshit like this. And I get over there, DC Multiverse stacked. They had the Supergirl classic, they had the Black Canary, they had all the Batmans from this last wave, the Rebirth, the Bethlehem, and some other crazy ones, like a bunch of different Batmans. And I was like, oh my god. And they had wrestlers out the yin yang. I was like, which ones they have? The Fuji, Stone Cold, that new Stone Cold, the new Legends wave. It was just missing that girl. I forgot her name in that wave. Had all of them stacked. I mean, like 10 of each of everything, and just elites out the yin yang and main events. And I was just like, any other time I come in here looking for something and I can't find anything. So, but I'd seen people unbox this one, and I was really kind of like, I don't know if I want that one now, but I'd already pre-ordered it. So it is what it is. But now that I have it out of the box, guys, just letting you know, it's a pretty good looking figure. So tell me what you think down below. Did you pick it up? Did it surprise you? Were you like, man, this figure sucks? Which I highly doubt you did. Well, maybe you did, because there's a few problems with articulation and stuff like that. So, but if you could, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And, man, I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.
Hate us because they ain't us.
Exactly. They hate us because they ain't us. That's a great saying, okay?
Hate us because they ain't us!
They hate us because they ain't us.